Hello and welcome to another episode of MiceChatter. This week I'm going to start off with a little bit of parks news, but then I'm going to go into a little bit of parks discussion. There have been some small holiday changes happening around the Disneyland Resort. Small World is officially closed now, and if you were there over the weekend, you might have noticed them putting up some of the lights around the facade. Also in Orleans Square, a few decorations have been spotted. I don't know about you guys, but I can't wait until everything is decked out in full holiday fashion. We all know that the Carnation Cafe is expanding into the Blue Ribbon Bakery, and then the Blue Ribbon Bakery is moving to the Plaza Pavilion to turn into the Jolly Holiday Bakery, right? Well, as we get ready for that change, we should also get ready for some menu changes at the Gibson Girl ice cream parlor. I know I'm probably not the only one who's gonna be excited to have root beer, Coca-Cola, and orange cream floats at Gibson Girl. That's right, root beer floats coming to Disneyland. Watch out for it. And I don't usually talk about non-Disney theme parks, but apparently a new Legoland park opened in Florida. I didn't even know that this was in the works, so it kind of took me by surprise. And if you want to see what everything looks like, what the opening ceremony was like, check out MiceChat.com. And if you're as desperate as I am to visit Aulani, MiceChat is having a mice trip there, June 23rd to 30th, and they have deals for like 40% off hotel stays. It's like really sweet, and who would you rather go with than all your friends from MiceChat? So check out that mice trip, and maybe I will see you on it if I win the lottery soon. So now that I have the news out of the way, I wanted to talk a little bit about favorite Disney memories. I'm gonna give you mine, and in the comments I want to hear what yours are. For me, in 2005, we all know it was the 50th anniversary of Disneyland Park, and it was the first time I had heard of people lining up overnight to celebrate it. I lined up overnight in the parking lot with two of my friends to be at Disneyland on the actual July 17th, 50th anniversary of the park. At about 3 in the morning, they filtered us into California Adventure to sleep, and about at 7 a.m. they let us into Disneyland. First thing I did was ride Space Mountain, which was opening, or had just recently reopened for the first time in like 5 years. And even though I was super tired, it's definitely one of my favorite memories. I'm so happy that I made it there that day. I got the little gold mouse ears with the date on it, and it's something that I'll remember for the rest of my life. And I'm already planning being there for the 75th and the 100th anniversary of Disneyland. Were any of you there that day? Did we pass in the night? Like, what happened? I bet some of you were there as well, and you have the ears that I'm talking about, the pin that they gave out that day. So if you were there, let me know, and if you have a different favorite Disney memory, write it down in the comments. Something that I also like to talk to people who go to the parks a lot about is line games. Games that you play while waiting in extremely long lines. One of my favorite go-to line games is something I call the princess game. In reality, it is 20 questions with no question limit, and it has to revolve around a Disney animated character. That's my favorite line game. I know it's pretty simple, but I like that it's Disney related. So if you have good suggestions for line games, I'm always looking for new ones because Princess Game gets pretty old. So write those in the comments as well. That's all I have for you this week. If you are following my blog where I write about all the Disney animated movies as I watch them in a row, I put up my Fantasia blog last week and it is up. Links below, and I will be back next week with more news for you all. Bye!